For the first time, we are hearing from a key player in the decision to build the new FBI headquarters in Greenbelt, Maryland, instead of Springfield, Virginia. You know who we're talking about here, Nina Albert. She currently works for D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser, but during the FBI debate, Albert worked as an executive at the General Services Administration, which oversees this process. So why does it matter where the new site is built? Well, whoever gets the HQ also gets three things: an influx of jobs, a boost to the economy, and ultimately a sense of equity. It's been a heated debate for months. You know this. And tonight, our Casey Nolan joins me in the studio with an update. Casey.
Yeah, so two new developments today in this fight over the future of the FBI. This afternoon, we learned both Republicans and Democrats from Virginia's congressional delegation have written a letter to the office overseeing the construction of a new FBI headquarters, asking that the long-needed project be stopped until a review of this relocation decision is complete. Also today, that former federal executive who made that decision spoke publicly about the review for the first time while at her current job with Mayor Bowser.
She probably has it. Oh, Nina knows, sorry.
Literally at her right hand Monday at an unrelated event, Mayor Bowser's high-profile deputy spoke for the first time about a decision at her previous job that has her in the middle of the fight over the future of the FBI.
Actually, everything's quite transparent and open book.
Nina Albert is the new acting deputy mayor for planning and economic development in D.C. One of her last acts at her previous job as an executive with the Federal General Services Administration was to choose Maryland over Virginia for the location of the new FBI. The site she selected belongs to WMATA, which the feds will have to buy from that agency, and where Albert also used to work. Last week, WUSA 9 reported the GSA's Inspector General is evaluating her decision, while Virginia leaders are demanding that the FBI relocation be stopped until the review is complete. Monday, Albert said she does not know the status of that evaluation, but confirmed she has been contacted by two House committees who want answers from her.
And obviously, I'll cooperate because it's very important that the American people understand what went into that process.
Albert says the fight over the FBI will not affect her ability to work with regional and congressional partners on D.C. priorities like the rehab of the RFK site.
In my various roles, I've had large portfolios, and as the mayor said, it takes a team to get things done. I believe very strongly that this is not going to be a distraction to my ability to be able to lead the team and particularly to implement and move forward with the district's comeback plan.
Now, prior to this letter asking for the FBI project to be put on hold, the Virginia lawmaker sent another one that said they are concerned the selection process was, quote, fouled by political interference and alleged impropriety, something the FBI director himself said about Nina Albert's decision when he wrote a letter to staffers about potential conflict of interest she may have had, because again, the Maryland site she selected, Zoe, was owned by her previous employer.
Right. So we heard from Albert there a moment ago, Casey, and she's saying she did nothing wrong. And we also know that people are coming to her defense, right?
Yeah, that's right. Of course,
Okay.
Today, Maryland Democrat Glenn Ivey also told us this all sounds like slander to him, the way officials are questioning Albert's decision. And today, Mayor Bowser stood up for her too and said it was no surprise that in this fight for the new FBI that has dragged on for years, that one side was going to be upset regardless of Albert's decision. But in Virginia, so they are quick to point out that she overrode a three-person panel that all recommended, all three of those individuals said it should go to Virginia. She overrode that decision and said Maryland.
Yeah, we know Prince George's County is still moving forward with this process, saying the headquarters will be built there.
They keep saying final. That's what
Yeah,
that's
they're
how
saying
they
it's done.
want to see it. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what happens, Casey. Thank you for this update. And by the way, you can find more reporting and context on our free WUSA 9 app, and you'll get breaking updates as we learn more.